everybody, y'all. It's the Benjamin Dixon Show. Shout out to Georgia Fort this morning. Good seeing you, Georgia. Good morning.
It's all because of you, because of you, because of you.
Good morning, everybody. I see y'all this morning. Good morning, y'all. Shoot the Dragon. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. On and on it goes. Patricia, Shelby Hall, Kareem Ransom. Good morning. Afraid Not. Kev Z. Good morning. Susan, Jean Brown, Laura Strada. Good morning. Brother Lateef. What's going on, brother? Lily. Good morning to you, Pioneer. Good morning, Mark from Australia. Good morning and congratulations, Mark from Australia. Got his first vaccination, y'all. Shout out to Mark, man. Glad you was able to go and get that. Good morning to you. Chuck Dixon. What's going on, brother? Amber Layla. Good morning, Amber. Long time no see. Good morning to you. Synthos. Good morning, Mark S. Good morning, Luke James Wins. Tiger Katsune. Good morning, brother Tiger. What's going on, sir? Probably Win. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Jill Potts. Good morning. We love you too, y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. We got more coming up next. The Benjamin Dixon Show is going down, so make sure that you stay tuned, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sun Queen, good morning. No way, good morning to you. Bubba has so much happiness on his face, there's no room for his eyes. Every time I look at him, I can't see my eyes. Can y'all see it? I gotta say wide eyes so y'all can see my eyes. Y'all see it? That's better. That is hilarious. William Moore, good morning, brother.
Because of you, because of you, because of you.
Demon Yamamama, good morning.
Because of you. Because of you, you made my dreams come true. Because of you.
Magdalene Moon, good morning to you, brother Dragon. What's going on?
City of mine, how I love.
Ricky, good morning to you, Ricky. Good morning. Ear Hustler, good morning.
Never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is a city I met all my best friends, and I wanna thank every brick. I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine.
I the way this cracking up heavy.
It never gets me down.
Glad to have Dwayne back, man. Welcome back, Dwayne, bro. We missed you, man. Y'all welcome back to the stream. My brother from another mother, y'all. Benjamin Dixon.
True story, James.
I never really had a
James, true story. You almost caught me vibing. I was just back here bopping. I didn't even know I was coming back on screen. Oh, man. Welcome back, everybody. We got miles to cover, miles to go. James, DJ Exclusive, how you doing this morning, brother?
I'm pretty good, brother. How about yourself, man?
I'm good, man. How was your Labor Day?
It wasn't long enough, uneventful, but it was fun. Like, damn, can I get another day? No? Okay, cool.
One more day.
Sorry.
I think every week, honestly, who was that? Somebody just started protesting or started an entire movement to ensure that we get a 4-day week instead of a 5-day week. And I just want to, whoever that is, may the odds forever be in your favor, whoever's doing that.
Was it Switzerland, Sweden, or Sweden? No. One of them. I can't remember.
In the United States, they're trying.
Oh, man. Oh, yes. Please, let's go for it, because it works in a whole lot of other countries, because I think we should do it. I mean, I already work 10 hours a day anyway, so let's go. I'd take that Friday.
Let's go. Yeah. Actually, no, I think I'll take Monday. I'll take.
You'll take Monday?
I don't know. It's a hard choice, brother. But thinking about all the people with solidarity with workers and everyone who had to work yesterday. Funny story before we get to this this first clip from Alabama. Some really great stuff that I see happening in Alabama I want to cover. But yesterday I was taking the trash out and I heard the sanitation workers come by. And I'm like, what? On Labor Day of all
on Labor Day?
So I came to the front yard. I said, hey, man, they got y'all working on Labor Day? And he was like, yeah, but we're doing it by choice. We wanted to just get it out of the way so we can do, but I said, okay, if it's by choice, otherwise we're going to have to start a revolution because y'all not going to be out here working on Labor Day because some boss. And then you think about it, every store that was open yesterday, they're faced with the same exact thing. So solidarity workers and people who don't have the luxury of staying home. Yeah,
my tail was working yesterday too till midnight. So yeah,
see, you too.
Yeah, sucks.
Wow. Yeah. Not really for long, though. Not for long, because season 2 is starting soon. But I digress.
Season 2, digress. Exactly.
Let's go with this clip from Alabama. Alabama's full vaccination rate is around 38.3%. In Panola, Alabama, the vaccination rate is 97%. Now, if you want to know how that phenomenon happened, it came as a result of Dorothy Oliver. She led the effort, and she said, quote, she went door to door and did whatever had to be done to make sure that people were vaccinated. Let's take a listen to this.
The state of Alabama, 38% vaccination rate. Your town, Panola, Alabama, 97%. How did you do it?
Wow.
Well, we decided the best way to do it is just start. First of all, we started calling on the phone, trying to take them to, make the shot, make the appointment. And after we see we need to go a little bit further, so we decided to bring the vaccination to Panola. And we went door to door, talking to them, and we didn't have any problem. I've been doing this for a long time because I used to do it in other projects also. So everybody respect me, and they know I'm an honest person. So we didn't have any problem, and they respect the commissioner also. So we didn't have any problem at all. We went door to door, and we called on the phone. We did whatever we had to do to make sure they get vaccinated.
James, you heard that. You said at the key part too, that the community trusts her. Right. Yeah. I don't suggest that people who don't know your neighbors go out there and try to do the vaccine. Don't try this at home unless you have the respect of your community. But that said, man, the mother of the church there, Sister Dorothy, man, like that's some brave stuff. But it is also so significant because that city, 97%, that's the level we got to get there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I'm glad this is what we need more of. If we have more people going out there and canvassing the streets, going door to door to door to door to door, saying, hey, excuse me, have you gotten your vaccine yet? Have you thinking about getting your vaccine? What are some of the issues or some of your caveats about getting the vaccine? Then I think more people will go ahead and get it. But right now it's just like nobody's doing it. Nobody's coming knocking on my door. They come and knock on my door asking about the census. They come and asking about possibly doing a COVID test, but nobody has said, hey, have you gotten the vaccine yet? Now, the East Point City Hall can call me every goddamn on Sunday and ask me about it and say what kind of vaccine things they're doing, but that's about it. It needs to be more than that. People need to look somebody in their face and talk to them.
James, you said they come door to door and try to get you to get your car insurance, or what is it? What is the car warranty extended? Like
car warranty extension.
They come to my door, and honestly I do get mad. Like don't come knocking on my door in a pandemic, and you want to talk about my car warranty extension on my roof, right?
Right.
But if you're going around and you're getting people vaccinated, one, listen to this sister. She has the trust of the community, and that is the only way it's going to work. The only way we can combat the level of conspiracy theories that have drenched our community and gripped us with the inability to get the vaccination rates that we need. The only way you overcome that is with somebody like Sister Dorothy there. So shout out to her for that amazing work. And I hope it's something that we can replicate across the country, so long as the people in your community trust you, or else it will not go well.
Absolutely.
I know I got a lot of ambitious allies in the white community, but I'm just going to tell you, make sure you go with somebody like Sister Dorothy, who the people trust by default, because you might not get greeted with a smile at the door. Let's go with this. Let's go with this clip. Alex Jones is a menace with a major platform and the ability to move millions of people into any direction his demented little heart takes him. But in this clip, he's saying that he claims that he and his family have been taking ivermectin, which is a horse dewormer pill. Let's take a look at this and how he is honestly becoming one of the most vocal spokespeople for this absurdity. Let's take a look.
Care people. Overhead shot, please. You know what this is? This is ivermectin for humans that won a Nobel Prize as an antiviral. And this is inhalable, or these are the tablets, steroids. So let me show you. I was going to do this anyways earlier. See this? See this, Fauci? You see this, Bill Gates? I'm going to kill those prions, you bastard murderers. You're going to hit me with a bioweapon, you monster. You want to suppress me? You want to kill me, you son of a bitch? You goddamn demon? You think I'm easy to kill? Think I'm going to roll over to your crap? No. And Joe Rogan kicked your murdering ass, too. You'd love to bury him, too, you little monster maggot. He's in this National Geographic piece about, oh, I don't usually deal with my enemies right away. I get them later. Yeah, you creep up on with a poison injection, dressed up in a lab coat, you little Joseph Mengele, Nuremberg Code violating monster. You damn monster. See our little cancer proteins like that. Nobel Prize winning for humans. 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 What, 2005? Nobel Prize winning for humans. Oh, Joe Rogan. He went and drank the horse paste. He's stupid. I bet he got it from Alex Jones. They're both so dumb. They're both going to be dead. Yeah, that's why Joe's worth like $300 million. Yeah, he's real stupid. That's why he lives in a $60 million house on the river. You leftists taking all the shots and dying are the dumbasses. He's the one that headlines with Dave Chappelle, not you. You're stupid. And I sure wish you'd wake up. But you sit there calling me stupid, an independent media person that built the biggest independent media operation in the world, that changed the whole paradigm with my badass listeners, and you sit around and laugh at us? Medical doctors gave that to me. It is incredible. It helped my family. It helped me. It helped everybody. And it's approved for humans for all sorts of viral stuff. But that murderer Fauci doesn't want you to know because he wants the planet for himself and he wants you dead. Well, guess what, Fauci? We ain't rolling over and dying so easily, you little murderer.
You mad? You big mad.
Bruh, this is who they're listening to.
Dude,
right?
And I did, okay, and I do understand. I had to put my coffee cup down. And I do understand ivermectin is a human form or whatever. There is a form that humans can take, but it's not for this. Like, what are y'all doing?
The funny thing about this, though, while there is a human version of ivermectin, the people who have been getting sick and releasing their intestines in their stool have been taking the horse version of this because y'all are stupid. Y'all are morons. If you could listen to Alex Jones, I'm sorry. Like, I know people say that you shouldn't, you're never going to reach a conspiracy theorist if you insult them. I've given up on trying to reach them. I need us to publicly shame them so that we can save who we can. Because the truth of the matter is if anybody is teetering on the line between ivermectin and the vaccine, to you, I would say, listen to his words. He's bragging about how much money they make. Do you not think their ivermectin pitch is a direct extension of how much money they're making? In other words, they're trying to sell you something that they are going to make money off of. So I need the people who are teetering on that line. I'm not going to call you ignorant. I'm going to call the morons who subscribe and pay to this fool, many of them who have died. Because let's be sure, he is not saying go get the vaccination and then do. No, he's saying the vaccination is murder. He said that Anthony Fauci wants to have the world to himself. Now, y'all, I would not expend this much energy on something this ridiculous, but he is right. Alex Jones is right. He has been able to build one of the biggest independent media platforms in the world. And you know why? It's because he does this all day. He appeals to your base, your lower thinking. He appeals to your conspiracy. He appeals to whatever what is he angry about in this clip? The fact that we're trying to stop people from dying because because anger is good for sales. It's good for clicks, but I still don't quite get why he's so angry about the vaccine, except for the fact that it's going to cut into his ivermectin profits.
Yep.
That's all I got on this clown.
And it's really crazy. And you drinking this stuff with beer, bro? Your inside's about to be messed up, bro.
How many? He took 2 ivermectin pills with beer.
With beer. And I hope he took the prednisone with it too. I don't wish bad on nobody, but I just hope that he has a real bad bit of diarrhea, constipation, or something. I'm just saying. IJS. I'm going to leave it at that. But I digress.
I bet you he won't stream that. All right, let's go to I want to go through a couple of clips from Right Wing Watch. Now, some of these I'm going to say for Rebecca because she is our resident expert on the evangelique church. But some of these I just got to get into right now. Dave Dabenmeyer has teamed up with an anti-vax conspiracy theorist by the name of Sherry Teppenny. And they have joined together to launch an organization that's called the Christian Revolution. And he intends to use it to badger corporations into funding his culture war. Let's take a look at this.
This isn't some fly-by-night, flimsy little thing we're doing, okay? This is big. And one of the directions we're going to go as well is we're going to find out everybody that gave money to BLM. Every major business donor that gave money to BLM, and we're going to go ask them about their Office of Diversity. Aren't Christians diverse? You're giving money to BLM? Are you giving any money to any Christian causes? Are you guys anti-Christ? Aren't Christians part of the diversity plan and the diversity movement? We're going to badger those folks into funding our war as well. That's our plan. We're going to put this money in the hands of warriors. And I'm believing that 30 days from today, we're going to have $100 million. The left will never know what hit them.
It always boils down to money, doesn't it? It always boils down. With his big Jesus hat, he got his hat on with the cross and everything. And, Black Lives Matter can't possibly have anybody Christian in it, according to his white supremacist Jesus, right? So let's be sure the Jesus this man serves carries an AK-47 and is going to charge you for health insurance, right? And he is a direct, not to get too serious here, but what do you think his granddaddy was doing not even his granddaddy. What do you think he was doing? What do you think he was doing around 1964, 1965, the Voting Rights and the Civil Rights Act? What do you think these people, isn't it amazing how easily these people weave together their religion and their racism and their bigotry? It's like they really literally had to rewrite the Bible in the white supremacist Jesus format for them to be able to carry out their worldview. But at the end of the day, you heard him at the end there. He wants to raise $100 million so that so Black Lives Matter never saw what happened to them.
And dude, it's almost just very similar to slavery times where they forced the Bible on us. Remember? Mm-hmm. And that was our book that we had to live by. And if we didn't live by it, then we were just going straight to hell, or we were going to get everything under the sun that they felt that we deserved. It's the same rhetoric. It's the same exact thing. And this man.
It reminds me of a graphic that I saw from the 80s where there were evangelicals who were sending around pamphlets. And I'll try to get this image and share it on Twitter. But the pamphlets that they were sending around had a lily white family wearing masks. And they were promoting wearing masks, but they were promoting it during the onset of the AIDS pandemic. And they did it. They insisted that people wear masks to protect themselves from because AIDS used to be called grid. So it was so homophobic. Right. It was so drenched in their bigotry, but they were promoting masks by then. These same people today are saying, no, we don't want masks now because that's oppression. Not treating a pandemic in the 80s as if it was, but no, that's not oppression, but simply having to wear a mask now in a real pandemic, in the pandemic of 600, 700,000 people in a single year, all of a sudden they're like, no, we don't want to wear masks. That shows me there's a common denominator here. It's not the mask, it's the bigotry. It's not the politics, It's the bigotry. It's not our politics. They simply need an expression of their bigotry, because at every single point you see these evangelicals throughout history, they are aligned with the wrong side of history, and it never fails, man. It never fails.
Absolutely.
Let's go to this one. This next clip of Mark Taylor. And again, these are all from Right Wing Watch. Right Wing Watch does a phenomenal job of keeping an eye on what evangelicals and right wing conservatives are feeding their flocks every single week, every single Sunday. For you to understand how this derangement around COVID-19 and around everything else can be so concrete, it's because not only do they have politicians, not only do they have media, but they have churches. So everywhere these white folks go, they are being reinforced with the message that their religion gives them a level, and their whiteness gives them a level of superiority over everyone else. So shout out to and thanks to Right Wing Watch for collecting all these clips. This next one is from Prophet Mark Taylor. And he's declaring that vaccines are genocide, and he demands that the entire Biden administration be arrested and tried for treason. Let's take a listen.
Oh, my gosh.
We have got to stand up to this stuff. This is a genocide that is taking place right now, Paul.
Yeah.
And where is the church? Where's the prophets?
Yeah.
Where are they? Because the fact of the matter is, this is going to go down as one of the biggest genocides in world history right now. And only we can stop it. We, the people, can stop it. Again, the faster we rise up and do something, the faster this stuff will be over with. Look, I'm sick and tired of hearing Joe Biden impeach Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You and I both know this is going to be nothing, okay, in an impeachment, just like it was with Clinton. I'm tired of hearing about the 25th Amendment. Look, I want him, his administration, Milley, and these other generals that are responsible for Afghanistan, they need to be arrested and charged with treason.
Yes.
Period.
Why is there always an overlap between anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, people who wanted us to stay in Afghanistan, bigoted people who hate Black Lives Matter? They're all the same, man. These are the same people. And this is how we are in a situation in Alabama where statewide they're only at a 38.3% vaccination rate. That's because you have preachers and pastors going around the country telling them that the vaccine is genocide and that the vaccine is the mark of the beast. Man, we're going to be in this pandemic forever if these white evangelical conservative pastors keep just freely saying what they want to say without people sounding off against them. We're going to be here forever, man.
Ben, you ain't lying. It just seems like there is no end in sight. And these, how can I say it? The clear people out here, they just following it. They just listening to it. They eating it all up, man. And that's why we're not going to get out of it. Like you said, we already clear people.
Clear people. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you.
And it's funny because my best friend from high school, we used to say that all the time. Like, them damn clear people, but there they go, messing up stuff again.
Man, I'm trying to get us to season 2, but I'm gonna go right with you. We used to call them pink people because we didn't want to be. That's our nice way with kids, with our kids when we try to, for the first couple of years before my kids started being aware of the stuff that's happening around them. As me and my wife were in the car having conversations, we were like, "Man, them pink people getting on our nerves." You were making a greater point before I let it devolve into shenanigans, James. Because I don't remember my last point. Do you remember your last point?
A little bit, but I'm about to spit the coffee out all on the microphone on the MacBook, man. Dang it, Ben.
We about to take a break then.
What I was saying was, it's just like, if these clear people don't get it together, we ain't gonna never get out of this. Y'all better get this damn vaccine, man. I love my clear people. I love y'all. I do. Most of y'all, some of y'all, good bit of y'all anyway. But man, let's get it together.
and while we're laughing, and we're gonna laugh a whole lot more because it's been a week, man. Black folks. If y'all don't go with all the comorbidities that are associated with being black in this country, not because we're black, but because of the socioeconomic conditions of black people, we have been poor. We don't have doctors. If we have them, some of us don't go. We have comorbidities that suggest that we should be the first in line to go get the vaccine. Please don't let it be said that the clear evangelicals outlive black folks because we bought into the same conspiracy theories that they're preaching in their bigoted churches every single Sunday. That's it. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, like it or not, with Rebecca Azor. Until then, DJ Exclusive, it's your world, brother.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah, everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah.
Good morning again, everybody. Make sure that you stay tuned on the clock. It's coming up next. Good to see everybody this morning, y'all. Shout out Mama and Daddy. Good morning, Mama and Daddy. Good morning. Good morning, Q as well, too. Good morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We got one coming up. Brother Tyler Heckler. Good morning, Tyler. Hey, Sister Matt. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have a patron party this weekend on Friday. We'll find out and we'll let y'all know definitely by end of the show or by tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, then patron party on Friday. Hey.
I'm free. Can't nobody take me.
Shout out Alicia. Good morning, Alicia.
It's my time to ride it out.
Brother Cam Z doing flips in the chat, y'all. Shout out Cam Z. Good morning, brother. Six Dragon Daddy, good morning to you. Justice, good morning. Esther, good morning. Anna Hart, good morning to you.
It's my time to ride it out. It's my time. It's my time to ride it out. It's my time.
Pixie on the moon, good morning. Shay, good morning to you. Good morning.
Destiny.
I appreciate you, King, and thank you so much.
But I'm still fly. I know. I'm still fly. Let's go. It can all be worse. I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you.
Rosie Bean, good morning. Quentin the SLP, good morning to you.
It's time.
Environmental Coffee House, good morning.
Y'all
make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna read off the patron list next, y'all. Our new patrons coming up next, man. And RP Michael K. Williams, man. Oh my gosh. And that hurt my heart when I heard that yesterday.
It's my time to ride. I'm young. I'm free.
Tiger, you know what to do. Send it to me and I'll take a listen. We'll go from there, okay? Hell, you know I'll get it in there, man. Kareem Ransom, good morning. I know, sister, I know. Oh, Laura, yes, super chat, Laura. Brother Rico is in the building. Rico, what's going on, bro? That's my best friend in the chat, man. That's my brother from another mother, for real. Shout out, Rico. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. If you're on a train, say yeah. Yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Yeah. Young or old, I really don't care. Yeah. Life has never really been fair. Yeah. So put your fist up in the air. Yeah. Say yeah.
Laura Estrada says, I daydream a Game of Thrones moment of all of us chanting shame. And losers like Kim, Cersei style. Absolutely, Laura. Shame. 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 Oh, Rico. Oh, man. They got my brother Rico in the office, man. Ain't that some BS, bro? I took a stand and I rebelled and I said I'm not taking my black ass into the office. There's too many variants out here. There's more variants in the TVA and I ain't got time for it, man. All right, y'all, real quick, we're going to read off our new patrons. Our new patrons for over the weekend and Labor Day, we have Nessa J, Christopher W, Bridget H, R Pose B, Mark S, shout out Mark S, who joined the line Patreon, Nick E, brother Nick E, what's going on, Nick? New Twitch subscribers, we have Angie Hobbit 80, who subscribed with Prime, Muffet gifted our community subscription. Shout out to Muffet, appreciate you. J.N. Lee 1981 gifted a subscription to Progressive J Log. Sammy Lynn the Con Dragon gifted a subscription to Fun Sway, and my Scaramanga cheered 100 bits, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. If you want to, you can as well too. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/likeItOrNot, patreon.com/likeItOrNot, or the Benjamin Dixon Show. Either one, y'all get the same access and everything, and get access to the patron party as well. will too. So make sure that y'all get a joint, man. We'll get the damn thing going. Y'all make sure you stay tuned. Rebecca is coming in, and we'll get started with Like It or Not. Y'all stay tuned.
Playing fair. No, I ain't playing fair. Playing fair. Playing fair. No, I ain't playing fair. Asked her why she staying there. She said she don't know. I had to ask more, but I really had to go and get my bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah, I get my bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on.
Shout out Iron Dragon. Thank you for your super chat, Iron Dragon. Good morning, beautiful people. So happy to be here. We are welcome to have you here, Iron Dragon. Good morning.
Ice on your beat, and you know it got the bop to it. Running up the strings like the stock market. They ain't with no beat. Tell them stop talking. Rock a goatee like I'm Hulk Hogan. Put on R&B, then I hit her with the slow stroking. Ooh. Then I told her she could hop on it, bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she could hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah, I get my bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she could hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah. Double B's on me, yeah. Double C's on the dough. Double D's dunking no. Going nuts for the flow. Tank on E, F it, bro. I'm a G, let him know. Who is he? ISO. Who is he? ISO. Hop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she wanna give me neck, gotta keep the top on. But she got the top off while I got topped off. She was taking too long. Now I'm finna nod off. So I get my bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog. I know she a hot one. Balenci's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah, I get my bop on. Yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog.
Say you love me, then you take it back. Say it again, say it again.
Ricky, I appreciate you, Ricky. Thank you.
So say it again. You're my thunder.
Y'all stupid. I sure forgot. Now I'm about to do it. Let me go ahead and do it to it real quick.
Make it right. Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now it's stuck. Cause it's too late. You roll the dice. And now you have to pay the price. Yeah. I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not even sorry. You're gonna be the lonely one. I'm in a better
Okay, I got you.
place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not even sorry. You're gonna be the lonely one. Say it again, say it again.
Y'all know what I forgot about.
You're saying you feel bad.
It's dad joke time. Why do some couples go to the gym? Because they want their relationship to work out.
I can feel it breaking deep inside. Cause it's too late. Your time is up.
I can't stand Dwayne. Hey, this next joke's for Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. Dwayne, can you hear me? Okay. Hey, what's the most detail-oriented ocean?
I don't know.
The Pacific. I can't stand you. If you love these dad jokes, you too can join Like It or Not. Patreon.com/Like It or Not. Oh man, that's terrible. Yep, specific. All right, let's see where we going next. Let's go here.
I'm not even sorry. You're gonna be the only one.
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Like It or Not is starting up in a few minutes, or a few seconds actually. Y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna get this thing jumping and cracking. Y'all stay tuned. Oh, you already know. Oh, I ain't got no damn sense, man. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If you are joining this morning right now, good morning to you. Make sure that you stay tuned. We got more coming up on the Benjamin Dixon Show. Y'all like it or not, but Rebecca Azor is coming up next. So y'all stay tuned. Shut up, brother. Industrial Arts, man. I know. Shay is over there launching the tomatoes at me right now. Blue Daddy. Good morning, Blue Daddy. Say yes, this is giving me every bit of flashlight. Flashlight. Not do the worm, the dewormer. Do the ivermectin. No? Okay, cool. Y'all stay tuned, like it or not. It's about to go down. Okay, that's it. Like it or not, it's coming next, y'all. It's about to go down. Had to try it again. Ahem.
Like it or not, with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good damn morning.
I gotta tilt down. Look, I gotta tilt down.
Rebecca, welcome to Like It or Not, where we're welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth
and not care who doesn't like it.
Today is Tuesday, and we simply cannot keep it together because behind the scenes is where the true story happens. And one day, remember at the beginning of all this, we used to have a Zoom room where all of our patrons could go and hang out, and they got to see how
the
ridiculous we
whose idea was that? Whose idea was that? I mean,
it was fun. We had some of the best moments. Well, me and Rebecca did. Ben used to always be late.
Yeah, listen. My favorite part was I wasn't late around that time. I was early. It used to be me and you.
He was early. Yep.
Yeah, me and you, because that's when I worked later in the day before they changed my shift. And
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, but I remember when we did the Anita Baker.
That clip. Yeah.
Anita Baker.
And she reposted it.
She reposted your.
And then, but shout out to her. She actually got all of her
rights to start for us to start streaming again.
Her albums. What are they called? The
Masters.
The original version.
The
yes,
Masters.
the Masters.
Yeah, the Masters.
Of her,
Yeah.
of her stuff now. So now we can start streaming again, but low key. And I'm sorry to you, I was streaming them still because my
It's
mind.
because we love her so much.
My mind was not able to grasp the fact, girl, you shouldn't be streaming this. So when I would stream it, I'd be like, stop streaming. And then, whatever. But good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Rebecca. How was your Labor Day? What revolution did you start yesterday? Because high key, don't let Rebecca fool y'all at all. Rebecca be out here starting trouble with her bosses. So what revolution did you start on Labor Day yesterday?
Oh, so I'm probably going to get in trouble because I didn't put in my time on Friday, because as soon as Friday hit at 8 o'clock, slam. And
it hit the streets.
Listen, I rolled into the shower, took me the best sleep ever, woke up on Saturday morning, did my affirmations with NDRE, read the word, because y'all know I was struggling last week. So this week I was like, it's Labor Day weekend. Then I went to go volunteer Saturday morning at the Legacy Center. It was wonderful, gave a lot. Went shopping, got more shopping to do. I do want to thank everybody who is giving, whether it's small or big. Everything counts, you guys. You guys are allowing me to really go over there and show out. They like, hey, where you getting all this stuff to drop off? I was like, my supporters, my viewers, and that's me like, well, what you
my
do?
Sugar daddies.
My sugar daddies and sugar mamas, you know what I'm saying?
Sugar mamas.
My food bays,
Hey, man.
Food bays. Show bays.
Everybody, listen, except for the married folks, everybody needs to start in lineup, because some people can't provide you the food that you need at the time of day. But I digress.
Did say a star lineup?
That's exactly what you guys are to the people in Haiti. I mean, it literally is that. Like, you guys are very helpful for some people who just can't, a lot of people who don't have. And I really thank you guys for loving me to love them. And so it's all one big love. And I love that. So
do we have any of that? Because I know we have footage, we have pictures of all the things that the people in our audience helped you purchase. And
there's
Dwayne,
more coming. There's more coming this week, and I'll have that out for you guys. But it was so great and beautiful to see that you guys really were like, Rebecca, we trust you. And I really appreciate that. And I want you to know that I was out there in the streets doing what needed to be done, looking like a bum.
Because when you said shopping, I'm like, Lord, but you shopping for
not with
so important.
Look, don't, when I put them pictures out now, because remember last time I said my sister was looking rough. I was looking a little tough. But then on Saturday night, I was able to go actually enjoy as well with the Haitians. We got together and shout out to J Beats, went out there. And yeah, I ain't gonna tell you because I haven't been out in a while and I was been feeling so down. So I walked in and they was like, Erie, the DJ. He was like, hold up.
Wait, he did a DJ scratch.
Yeah.
You didn't get a shout out, did you?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I tried
intro. Excuse me.
I tried to walk in low key, and like I said, I haven't been feeling my best. And then when I was walking in, the police officer was like, "Get your fine self in here." I'm like, "I don't know you, but oh my god, thank you." Yeah, I've been having a long day. So then when I walked in, DJ was like, hold up. You know how the DJs be. And he goes, it's a celebrity in the building right now, everybody. And first of all, I already walk into every room very extra. Now I'm over here holding my little purse, legs out, just walking like, excuse me. Ooh, COVID. Sorry. So now he's like, I need everybody to look over to the left. Give Rebecca some love. Now, there were other Haitian celebrities in the building, but they were like naming everybody. And they was like, Rebecca Azor, in the building. She don't come out for nobody. But she's coming out in the name of Haiti and all that good stuff. So it was a good vibe. It was a good vibe. And then on
Rebecca
Sunday,
I was about to say Rebecca had to go. Did the air horn go off like?
Yes, it was literally just every DJ does their thing, and it's just like that.
Oh man, I love that.
Yes, Rebecca.
But it was great. And then and Sunday they did Rocksteady here in Atlanta did a I guess, a relief fund also for Haiti, but it was a block party. And they got together and it was really nice as well. They did a 2-day block party in the name of Haiti at a really great restaurant called Rocksteady out here. It's Haitian owned.
Rocksteady, baby.
Yep. And it's in, we should go one day, you guys. I know the owner.
I'm down.
I'm gonna wait till that third booster shot, but I'll be there. Let's do it.
Man,
but weren't we supposed to be like taking pictures or something this weekend?
Yeah, were. And I meant to text y'all.
Rebecca,
because what had happened was,
there you go.
No, seriously, I didn't tell you guys, but I'm hiring an actual photographer. I was gonna bring my camera over. I took my photo, so I do pretty good. But I'm like, nah, let me set my peoples up with a real photo shoot. So I got you.
Being pause, Rebecca, you got me on Friday, right? So who the hell you over there nodding your head at? You got me on Friday, right? Who the hell you over there nodding your head at?
What happened on Friday? Now I got to know.
God is good.
Ben, just go back and watch the tape, Ben.
God is good, and he is good all the time.
What's
in the news, guys?
What's that, Becca?
What's in the news?
A lot. A whole lot. Some that I saved for you specifically, because I just these evangelicals, man. Like I think we have been called into the kingdom for such a time as this to give hell to evangelicals. So here's the first clip. It's a clip from. It includes Greg Locke, and it's from Apostle Michael Petro, who's telling Greg Locke that God is raising up a violent church because the Democratic Party hates Christianity. Let's take a listen.
Everybody tells guys like us, well, just keep it to the pulpit, just talk about Jesus, don't preach about politics. But here's the problem, they don't understand that if we don't call out corrupt politics, we're not going to have a platform from even which to preach about Jesus Christ. They're going to take it away. We're giving it to them, They're so willy-nilly about taking our rights. And so if we don't push back, then I think people are beginning to realize, wow, we are going to fall to tyranny. These preachers are the ones that are on the front line. It was the Black Robe Regiment of the American Revolution that would preach on Sunday and pull their clerical robes off and lead their men into war that saved the Republic. It was we have a 1776 because we had a George Whitefield in the 1740s that was thundering out the gospel in the 13 colonies, and everything these men wrote was based off the power of the Holy Spirit in this man's life. So revival's baked into the very soil. And so what I'm finding is I'm getting to preach at some of the largest political gatherings on the planet, and I get to talk about Jesus, and people are cool with it. And so God's using politics as a platform for his glory. And I don't think there's any way we can discount that.
Yeah, I believe we've crossed the line. There's no going back.
None.
We got to get in the fight now because the Democratic Party just isn't going to tolerate Christianity at all at this point. And it's either sink or swim.
Yeah.
And I believe the Lord is calling a violent church out.
In case y'all didn't know, God was a Republican, a gun-toting, white supremacist, healthcare charging Republican. And the only way you could be a good Christian is if you are following Greg Locke. Rebecca.
Why do we give I was looking at the Voice of Healing radio, and I'm like, what does it heal? What is this actually?
What is healing?
Right? I love the word healing. I think it's such a beautiful, pure word. Like when you say it, you feel like you've been renewed. Come on, somebody. You feel like you've been empowered. You feel like you've been refreshed. You feel like you've been dipped in water and came up anew.
7 times. Go ahead.
7 times. Okay. 7 times.
And oh God, I'm so churchy. Go ahead, Rebecca.
and here in this particular moment, I feel like we're not getting any healing. It's more propaganda in the evangelical world. And this is also these are also people who are going to get paid to push this agenda that's always going to be unhelpful. So I don't know. And it's the seriousness.
That's the part. It's the seriousness. Look,
if you're looking at the screen right now, it's like and I don't like their headphones, but
at least they got something on, Rebecca. But
at least they got something on.
Dwayne, you better not say a thing. Dwayne, you better not say a thing, okay? But but they're sitting here, and it's almost looking like he's like really attentive, but he knows that everything he's saying is BS. But what happens for them, how they benefit, is the more people they drag down, the higher they are, and the more protected and more respected they will be as white male evangelicals.
Yeah. Well, that's that on that. Let's go to the next clip. The next clip is of a radical right-wing pastor. And again, actually, I want to skip over here. I don't want to give him too much more play. Let's go to E6. Longtime religious activist Janet Porter. And this is one I really wanted to say for you, Rebecca, because you covered and we've been covering here the attack on the woman's rights in Texas. Longtime religious right activist Janet Porter is the quote unquote mastermind behind the wave of radically anti-choice heartbeat bills that basically say at 6 weeks it's illegal to have an abortion. And she celebrates the law that took effect in Texas last week. Let's take a listen to her.
We have long awaited the day when children with beating hearts are legally protected, where our heartbeat laws are actually enacted and enforced. That place is Texas, and that day is today. The Texas heartbeat law went into effect at midnight today after attempts to block it through the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals and the U.S. Supreme Court failed. That makes Texas the first state in the nation to actually enforce their heartbeat law of the 14 states who have passed them. It is estimated it'll save more than 40,000 Texas babies with beating hearts each year. Grasp this for a moment. There is a place in the United States where nearly every child facing abortion is now legally protected. It is historic. The National Association of Christian Lawmakers just adopted the Texas version of the heartbeat law as their model legislation. That means we're about to see a lot more heartbeat bills become law and actually get enforced. Thank you to all of you who stood with us in this long-fought battle to keep hearts beating. We have seen what we have longed for. Today in Texas, if a heartbeat is detected, the baby is protected. Soon the nation will follow.
If a heartbeat is detected, the baby is protected. Now, how long is the baby protected for? So is it just when the mother is pregnant, when the baby comes out, and this mother who may have health issues or may have been raped or may have not wanted this baby, cannot financially take care of this baby? Are you helping still? Is it protected after that? Is there going to be health care for this baby throughout its life? Is there going to be housing for this baby throughout its life? Is there going to be a home for this baby outside of the foster care, an adoption for this baby throughout its life, an actual place to call home, parents throughout its life? It would be great if the government would help beyond that point. And I said, whether or not you may agree with abortion or not, but if the states that want to stick with that idea of, hey, we'll protect the mother, we'll protect the baby, can that go on through the lives of the people? Because you have the option to, since you guys feel like you have the power to control coochie, and it being white males, but you guys feel like you have the power to control women's bodies. What options do you have outside of that? It's the audacity for me, because they say they believe, but there is no service after that, right? When you want to follow these Christian laws, and you have them in the Bible, and you want to follow them through, honey. Like, follow them all the way through, baby. Where's the service? How long does it continue for? What are we doing with this? Are you helping these mothers? Are you putting them in homes? Are you helping them to get jobs? Are you finding them childcare? Will their babies be protected, with healthcare? Like, what are we doing? Are they going to be fed beyond a certain point? Isn't there a cutoff point when they turn 2, 3, 4? I don't know. But in different states, different programs, they will cut the program off for that kid. That's it. So I was just speaking. I was having this conversation at the barbecue yesterday, and we were having the conversation. And a lot of the women there was a pregnant woman there. There was one who has a 21-month-old, about to be 2. Just say your baby about 1.5, sis. But,
made you say a 21-month-old girl too?
But a 21-month-old, that's just a lot of verb. Like just I just came. But and then somebody was talking about their kids and how they lost children and then was blessed to have children back to back, and then was saying how their experience was in the hospital and how, because she was on Medicaid, I need you guys to understand and hear me real good. Because she was on Medicaid, they would not, she had preeclampsia. The babies were kicking and everything. Ended up going to the hospital, but she was on Medicaid. Let me tell you what the people at the hospital did. Okay? Because this is the people that wants, to tell you, don't have these babies and stuff, right? They can't protect you outside of Medicare. Even with Medicare, can't even protect you. They done took them babies out, and they were not going to spend any money to save the lives because she was on Medicaid. Those babies were kicking.
Wow.
The babies were fine at the time.
Wow.
One was losing, I think, the heart rate, but they were, they could have been saved. They told her they were not going to save those babies. She now works as a nurse. And they said they were not, she had twin girls. They were not going to save her babies because she didn't have the money. So she lost those babies, but God blessed her with two babies again, not twins, but a year right after each other. But just to know that this same state that's controlling your body, telling you to keep these kids, won't protect you though, right? When something happens to you and they can save you and that kid, they won't do it because you ain't got no money. Like, all of these things happen. This is such a hypocritical country. Very hypocritical. They gonna leave you for dead. They'll tell you they'll take care of you. Look how they did this in the pandemic. People were set up to, have their homes saved and things like that. Still may not have gotten any income or whatever, and was told they'll be protected. But as soon as they saw people going out, right? People were outside. They were like, wait, people are outside? Nah, they must have money, and cut everybody off. Right? Programs that were put in place are now dwindling away, without us really noticing, because they're thinking people are just really rolling on back into their lives like that. America does not care about people. America, and I'm saying this in my Kanye West voice, America doesn't care about women. America doesn't care especially about Black women. America does not care with people who were born with vaginas. They really want to, been trying to control the bodies, our bodies, but people who were born with penises and who abuse them, they're the ones that are the issue. To me, it's more of an issue of men who are walking around and getting these people pregnant. How about get a vasectomy? How about get a vasectomy? Like, control the penises, right? Right? Let's do that, right? Let's put a clip on it. Let's put a clip on it for a second and let women make that rule. The country will go crazy. The country will lose its mind. They will burn this stuff down in the name of white men.
And their erectile dysfunction. I want to point out one thing about what you're saying, Rebecca, because it's so, man, listen, they don't care about children 1 second after they're born, if then, right? Everything that they're doing right now, I mean, children at the most adorable ages, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. Those are the babies that are dying from COVID-19. And they're the ones that are dying from, I guarantee you, that woman we just got through listening to, she's an anti-masker and anti-vaxxer, even if she's gotten the vaccine herself. They don't care
and
about,
evangelical.
And they do not care about life. Somebody in the chat room said it. Like, if you cared about the heartbeats, then abolish the death penalty. Right? You care about people's lives. They don't care about it. And the root of the entire pro-choice or rather pro-life movement, it has its roots in racism, right? A lot of people skip over that legacy of the entire movement. But at the end of the day, it is just smoke and mirrors for them controlling women's bodies to their own pleasure, because these rich white conservative pastors and evangelicals, they're going to be flying their mistresses out of Texas to go get an abortion somewhere else.
Right. Absolutely.
Y'all so silly. I can't stand y'all. We can't be serious for more than 30 minutes. We're at the 30-minute mark, which means we have to divide. I got more clips, Rebecca. We could take a break here. We could do a whole lot of different things here. But I personally, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired of these people. I honestly don't even want to sit in my house anymore. I'm going to get this booster shot, and God help me, in season 2, I'm pulling up on these people. We got to talk. Like, my little 5'6" ass. I ain't gonna go fight nobody. But I do want to ask Greg.
Nobody knows you're 5'6", Ben.
I want to ask. Right. No, I need to put that out there first. Because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to come up with, if you see me bring my security, that's a different thing. But these people have never been confronted. Never. You can't tell me Greg Locke and all these preachers, they ain't never really been confronted with actual facts, actual conversation in their face. They're internet warriors. All of them. And they're pulpit warriors. Trust me, I know their type really well. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get out of the pandemic, let alone the pandemic of white supremacy, if we don't actually provide an offense. We've been on covering these clips at this point is defense. We got to go on the offense. That's just my thinking. But anyway, that's all I got.
That means put the pause on them. Spiritual
pause. Put some cameras.
Spiritual pause.
No, I'm taking a camera crew. Because I want people to see them in real time. Because when you pull up on people in real time, because come on, I know Rebecca and I know you done pulled up on some people. So when you pull up on people in real time, whether you're just having a conversation or not, they get to stuttering, they get to stammering, they get to backtracking, they can't get their arguments together, and they because you know what? Go ahead, Jay.
They become Ted Cruz.
Damn.
They'd be like,
I'm glad I paused to let you say that.
I was passing out water. Would you like some water?
Or Ted Cruz letting Ted Cruz letting Donald Trump talk about his wife and then go do phone banking for Donald Trump. That's the kind of stuff you find out.
Like, he said your wife was ugly.
Ugly.
And then you literally go and then you blame. See, even him, he doesn't like women with vagina or with vaginas either, because he's literally out here talking about, blaming everything on his daughter. Remember, y'all? He blamed the trip on his daughter, blamed the fact that his whole Texas didn't get any water or any help from him because his daughter wanted to go on vacation.
I just want to take my kids out of the state.
And remember when I told you guys last week, before we go to break, remember when I told you guys last week that, and I really like your shirt, Bubba.
James,
I was just saying that. Last week I told you guys that Florida would soon adopt the same kind of ruling, right, for women's bodies. And so right after, what did DeSantis say? Oh, I really think it's cool how, I don't know how they did it, but, and this is literally the governor. I don't know how they did it, but I really want to follow that and maybe see how we can do it over here in Florida. It took not 2 seconds, because what do? They ride each other. And for every single thing, they will follow each other on whatever they do. Nobody's original. This stuff has been done before. But the fact that it's actually making its way, because, nobody's really stopping it. For what reason? I couldn't tell you. I don't see how people don't see that this is sick in any way. Somebody said something in the chat that I really can agree with. It's crazy for you to be pro-life or pro-choice?
Yeah. Pro-life.
Pro-life. What you said in the chat? I forgot, because I'm about to mess it all up.
Hey, let's go back up again.
How are you about getting vaccinated, but you ain't pro-choice? I think it was like something like that. Did I say it right, sis?
Hey, you probably have to reverse it. How can you? Well, I don't know what they said, but I definitely agree with them saying how you call yourself pro-life and you against the vaccine. Yeah, 700,000 people dead. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Look, that's all. I think that's what it was.
Okay, I got some stuff to read off too. Let's take a break real quick, and
Hoodie James is in the house. How long you had the hoodie on?
I love that bright on you, the white on you. Really,
I had it on for a second now.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice it. Like,
no,
we
was talking.
But you cute though. You look good today.
I can't turn on.
Look, Ben, I like your yellow pocket square too. Your thing in your pocket.
I got matching cufflinks too. Let's go to break, Jay. When we come back, more shenanigans and politics. Because like I said at the top of the show, we got to break the news. We got to break the news to you, but that doesn't mean we have to break you. So we're going to bring you some joy in the form of DJ exclusive. It's your world, brother.
Every time I start that anyway, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Good morning again, everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying the show. So, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Love y'all. Me and y'all blow my head up in the chat. I gotta be here, man. Y'all better stop it. And everybody talking about how tall it is in the chat. Nick Eden, Ben, I got you, bro. I'm 5'11", 275. I am 5'9", 320. So walk up on me if you want to. Don't let the happy demeanor fool you. But we can also be angry as hell. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. All right, so I got some more jams coming up soon. Get some of these comments read off real quick.
I be creeping through your block. See all the holes in your strategy. I break it down like some cross. Your tear like some jack in the box. Your chicken, my
Bestie says, so cute with the hoodie.
I don't pay attention to the dashboard. I be in the pain, then I crash board. Y'all just act hard. Get your sad card.
I don't know if I can read those off David. Those top ones, can I read those? Or Ben? Y'all let me know and I get those read. Okay, thank you. And Jeremiah Schaefer, thank you for your super chat. He said, this kills me. White church leaders start claiming oppression. Bruh, you don't have to hold church in secret. National platforms let you speak. GTFO. If you don't know what that means, then look it up. I ain't gonna say that on TV. Jam 2. Don't run Dwayne off, Bubba. We just got him home, LOL. I got another one for Dwayne too. The Kevin FM said, I just found you guys this morning. I'm loving it. The Kevin FM, welcome. Glad to have you here. We are a bunch of fools, clowns, smart, intelligent individuals that who have no damn sense, but we deliver whatever we can to you all the time. So welcome. We glad you're here, man. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. And if you do, man, if you have not already, patreon.com/liking-it-or-not, patreon.com/liking-it-or-not. Patreon party this Friday. Stay tuned. Shout out Roll Runner, the rapping Roll Runner in the chat room.
Andy Guerrero, the frost splash. Pull up with the flavor like DoorDash. Came with the drip in the middle of summer. My style to be changing the forecast. Taking the money from everyone watching. We put it on paper like Comcast. I'm Indy, but major like Guap Dad. I'm built like a tank in my warpath. Praying for peace. Once I get open, I'm taming the beast. All of these wins in my circle of greatness is like a tornado. That shit was a breeze. You ask for a verse, you gon' pay me the fee. Crazy as hell if you think it was free. My energy sacred. You ain't breaking my cheek. I'm splashing on y'all like a creek. Wow. Get a bar.
What'd you say, Dwayne? We baby kids. We don't die. We multiply.
But the drama just me and my partners be grinding to fill up the bag. Add up the comments, she look at the diamonds. Lil' mama gon' rock with the splat.
Hey, Dwayne, did you hear about the kidnapping at school?
No, I missed that one. What happened?
It's fine. He woke up.
Be grinding to fill up the bag. Add up the comments, she look at the diamonds. Lil' mama gon' rock with the splat.
He woke up. Y'all don't get it. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, y'all. KFC, man. All y'all launch tomatoes, that's all right. I'm going to tell y'all another damn joke in a minute, too, if they don't cut me out. Shout out brother Nick Eden, man. I got to get your song back on this new MacBook that I got.
Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven.
Infinite content. Good morning, brother. And yes, he is playing them damn Emily Prince, love you too. Justice Draconis, I appreciate you. Y'all ain't got no sense. So why do y'all keep encouraging me? right, y'all. We ready to come back? We ready? Mara Sharice. Good morning, Mara. TC Cook already, you know. Bubba has E.T. Mark S. I am going to cancel you. And David, that wasn't me. Not at all. I just saw that too. Not me. I ain't said nothing. Oh, Nick Edith. So I was mad that I watched the game yesterday and it recorded, and here it is. I'm thinking I'm about to see halftime, say Battle of the Bands coming up, and they didn't damn show it. I was upset. But yeah, I did watch a piece of it. I don't know who won the game though. I sure wanted to know, but I don't think it was FAMU though. Yeah. Oh, by 1 point.
Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up for me, yeah.
Oh, still hold that air.
I thought your energy wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong. The signals got crossed.
Because when I tell you that FAMU, they believe they everything and be nothing at the same time. But when I tell you they be confident as hell, be so confident.
We walk around with the spirit of winning, period.
Okay.
We literally do. We be like, oh, they lost? Man,
wait, FAMU lost.
Too bad that spirit didn't actually translate to a win.
All right. No.
Shout out to the FAMU Rattlers. I think we should feature every week. We're going to start featuring the HBCU to bring light to them. All the HBUs except for
because there are other ones outside of FAMU and Well, you see, I was going to say something nice just now.
That was just my wife is right here.
The two beanheads coming from BCC. They don't even know the BCU legacy because they weren't a part of that.
Well, that's all right because I actually did because my degree, my diploma says Bethune-Cookman University.
Well, because they sent you a new one. They sent you. Oh, yeah, you went back late. That's all right, but you still graduated.
That's all right. That's all right, so Rebecca.
I'm both. That's all right.
That's all right, Becca, because I'm gonna take my money whenever such time comes, and take it to Bethune-Cookman University
and start building on that deserted land.
PhD program in political science. Right. That's one of the things I want.
Deserted.
They done built up now. We got some land now. You know that the U-Haul that was right there next to the school.
Yep, we copped that.
Student Athletic Center. That's about all we expanded, but still, it's there. It's that what we got now.
At least there's. Look, I'm gonna say something nice. At least there's some expansion because God knows. God knows. I'm like, what the heck? The kids are probably miserable on this, but y'all made it fun. You guys made it.
We did.
Fun. I don't know how, but you guys made it fun. What street is your school on?
I can't even remember.
Bethune
Boulevard is the main street, but all them other streets.
International Speedway.
International Speedway. There it is. International Speedway. Yep.
Okay. You know, ours is, sitting on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Martin Luther King. But Martin Luther King does cross it, if I'm not mistaken.
It's right there. It's right out. That's the address.
When you cross MLK in Bethune-Cookman in Daytona Beach, it does the same transition.
You see what I just had to see something real quick. I just wanted to see something.
You already know. Like, it's for real, because I know in Hampton, they said, like, Hampton is right there. Boom, you walk across the street, it's the ghetto. Yep.
I don't want to say that Martin Luther King, because, our school is a very prestigious school sitting on the highest of Seven Hills in Tallahassee, Florida. The highest of Seven Hills in Tallahassee, Florida. And, but, I will say anything attached to Martin Luther King Jr. shouldn't be ghetto, but unfortunately, we should be happy that it's Black.
That's right.
But they just associate it with it being so hood because everywhere that we go, they do not take care of. And I feel like it's on purpose. It's an infrastructure issue. And an infrastructure issue, now that I've been looking at it, yesterday I was driving and me being in my head, I'm like, there's an infrastructure issue in this city that I was in yesterday. And I'm thinking,
on it, Queen.
Wow, now we can actually look at it as a racial issue because a lot of places that the infrastructure issues are located to are in places where the people are Black, and they're the ones that are without or left behind a lot of times at a what is the word? Disproportionate rate.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why I really, really think that a lot of things are really, really dug in. I know a lot of people be like, oh, it ain't about race. It ain't about black and white. I mean, I can tell you right now about Florida A&M being on the other side of the tracks, you know, at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, which, I mean, we are a great school and we did a lot of great building on it. But just imagine back in the day, like it was a division between the tracks, and you have the white school and you have the Black school. And,
Seminoles. Didn't the Seminoles lose this weekend too?
They sure did. Look, see, but they don't celebrate like us. They was out there throwing stuff around, trash and stuff. We don't do that.
And you notice how the differences are in the celebrations. Like when we lose or if we win something, we celebrate. We cool. We calm. We go to the club. When they celebrate something, it's like it's a riot in the middle of the street, and they do everything. They flip cars. You don't see nobody getting goddamn arrested.
They stomp on cars, guys. They stomp on
climbing light poles.
Car with insurance. Somebody's good car with insurance is getting stomped on, or somebody's car that ain't got no insurance and decided to come to the game.
Somebody's extended warranty is getting stomped on. Y'all come on here.
Like, I don't understand why they do. And then then monuments get trashed. Like, but then the next day it's cleaned up. The next day it's cleaned up. If we were to ever do that, it would be in the news for 17 years. They would leave it as a message to us about what
Black
we
people
did.
rioted after a game on Saturday after they lost to Florida A&M University.
Come on,
that's going to be
wait a minute. Do not lose to a Black school. Oh my God. Do not lose to a Black school. They gon' protest like they got killed by a police officer. But
like nobody's business.
Shout out to Infinite Content. He said, Rebecca, here go Ben and Bubba talking about they trifling little school again and they little friends.
And they look, it's always they little friends, Infinite. They always like, Bubba, you remember? And it's like the same three people that took 45 years to graduate. We call those locals.
Don't get mad at us because you don't your little friends from your little school. It is like a million. I can't even talk that mind.
It is true. It's a lot of people there. But we all formed our own clique. And,
shout out to Tallahassee Community College, which is actually the
TCC, which is the
theater school for the Marching 100.
Hello.
So
it's actually not only for the Marching 100. It's actually also for FSU. And don't disrespect my school ever again. We train up the kids as they shall go. So before they even go to
y'all also used to get the high school and the middle school kids to put in y'all band as well too.
James, we gonna cover some more news. But how many times did we see people in the Marching 100 marching without instruments? Like literally just on the field with their bodies.
Funded. There was a time that we weren't, and I can honestly say that there was a time that we were underfunded because we had over 100 people marching in the Marching 100.
So y'all have almost 400 people in that band. Y'all got money. Y'all got enough money to get these damn mouthpieces
like
and uniforms.
High school. They like that fake high school. They had people that won't even enrolled at the school out there.
Marching.
Dead ass way. They did for real.
Listen.
That's controversial.
Let's leave Rebecca alone for she turned the corner for real, because y'all know she could go from joking about her school to being dead serious in 0.25 seconds. So with that said, because I know my friend and I've worked with her for years, I suggest we move on to something. What you want to talk about? Go ahead. Broken down rattlers. No, let's go. No.
Broken ass.
All love and due deference to Florida A&M University and any HBCU.
Absolutely.
We are absolutely going to start featuring HBCUs, and we might do them in alphabetical order. Shout out to Alcorn State University, because if you went to a HBCU, you did a good thing. Either way, no matter if you made the mistake.
The best decision that you've ever made in your life.
Going to FAMU.
Absolutely.
But you made a right decision by going to
HBCU. Period. Like, FAMU is the best decision of anybody's life. But if you didn't go to FAM, whatever HBCU experience that you had, and we always say this, we never knock anybody who didn't like see it all the way through. Cause I have friends that didn't see it all the way through, but represent that orange and that green. And we never say, oh, you're not a rattler. No, you went through the experience of gaining that freshman 15. You went through the experience of the tears of trying to figure out if you wanted to go into another degree program because you didn't want to do what your mama sent you there for anymore.
Rebecca, I got one for you. If you ever had to deal with an HBCU financial aid department, solidarity.
Period. If you had to stand in that line and get up to the line only to be told no and disrespected by the woman who told you, baby, you didn't fill out the form right. Well, that couldn't be in an email, a text, sis, because I can't
sat in line for 2 hours.
I can't get the books, sis. Like,
oh, God almighty. No. We're going to... Okay. I'm glad you said that in the background.
That we got to keep it family. We got to keep it.
Some internal problems on HBCUs. We are not going to say on air. Y'all, we got 10 minutes to cover about 2 more stories. Let's start with let's jump in with the Linwood. There's a Linwood is, I believe that's no, actually, okay, it clicked. Linwood, Donald Trump supporter. In this clip, it is one of the wildest things that I've tried. You just have to see it, but he's trying out some new material, and it's like conspiracy theory Mad Libs is what one person described it as. Let's take a look at that clip.
Stop going to Walmart. Stop going to Target. Stop buying the foods that they have been producing for years with fetal tissue parts to kill you. John D. Rockefeller was a devil worshiper, part of the Illuminati. You heard Jaron Jackson say it. Boy, oh boy, it drives them wild when somebody gets out in public and says, the Illuminati, do the research, connect the dots. The Illuminati is real. And they're devil worshippers.
I like the way he broke it down with the syllables, Illuminati.
Yeah, Illuminati.
And also, he looks like he's preaching from a jail. And no offense to any person in jail right now. No offense to the people who are in jail that are not supposed to be. But he looks like he's in jail and he's preaching from jail. Like they tapped him as the prisoner who should come in and be like, hey, you love the Lord? Come on and take your opportunity at preaching. So he's like the inmate preacher, which is ridiculous. God. Yeah, he's definitely giving
Rebecca,
that.
Where, how? Brother, how, Rebecca?
Look at this. He looks like he's an inmate preacher. Like they done tapped him to come and preach the gospel or the fake news to the people in jail. It's not giving.
As an official member of the Illuminati, I would just like to inform him that we had nothing to do with any of the stuff that he just said in this clip, man. Because this is we need the Hotep music here. This is next level conspiracy here. He's talking about they putting their devil worshipers putting fetal tissue in your food, trying to kill you. Y'all, like, how did he not get booed out of just the sheer stupidity of what he said? I know the answer to it. But damn it, I mean, I can't handle the level of stupidity that this country really embraces because he's able to do this because he's exactly doing that. He's doing all these conspiracy theories, and that's how he's on that stage right now. Jesus.
This brings me to a story, and I cannot remember, damn it, what story it was, but recently, and I believe it's out of New York, inmates had to run the prison because guards failed to report to work. So inmates were forced to run units to run the prison, y'all, at the people's job, at the prison. Inmates were forced to run it for a day or two because the guards was just like, man, I don't know if they were like, COVID was in there. I don't know if they were like feeling that COVID was in the jail, but they weren't showing up to work. So the inmates had to run it for themselves. Now, how are you in prison and you're running the place that's supposed to put barriers on you, but you have to run it because the people who are supposed to run it ain't there. And right after they probably showed up or hired other people, they put you right back in position.
That's America. That's a perfect metaphor for America.
and you got nothing for it. Trust me, I'm pretty sure you got nothing for it. Like, listen, if I knew I was on a life sentence for some BS or whatever, nobody's getting help from me. Let this thing run down to the ground, baby. I'm gonna watch it burn, baby, burn. I'm not doing a thing.
I ain't touching. No. Well, so listen. Like as a fan of Walking Dead, the season where I think it was like season 3 where they went into the prison and the prisoners got abandoned in the zombie apocalypse. Now I will tell you, America has totally abandoned us in that same way. So if I felt that kind of like ain't nobody coming to feed us and I got to go feed myself, yeah, I'll take over the prison and everything else. But you're right. As soon as that was over, they sent in new guards and put everybody right back into. But they have been taking care of themselves. But that is a perfect metaphor for what this country really is.
I wonder how that happened. Were they already out before everything happened? Because I know that was during Ida. But you said that was during Hurricane Ida. So I'm wondering, like, were y'all already out and y'all just stayed out and y'all just fiend for y'all self? But were the guards that were there just like, y'all know what? Y'all just run free. Y'all handle yourself. Like Mama say, go outside and come back in when the light come on.
So inmates, I have the story. So inmates at Rikers Island were left to take on administrative tasks following staff shortages at the New York prison. This is according to New York Daily News. Corrections officers working at the 3 West and 3 North units in the Otis Bantam Correctional Center failed to show up on Tuesday through Wednesday, and it was probably due to the storm, forcing the 80 inmates to come together. Forcing the 80 inmates to come together and help each other get access to video conferences and transportation to court appearances.
I mean, they had that's some real logistics. Like if you're coming together to get your food,
they were like,
y'all running an operation.
No, they said they're not missing their court appearances. If I miss my court appearances on today, this may mean that my court appearances moved further. So they got together and like, hey, bruh, what are we doing? So the updates about the horrible conditions at Rikers came from Millie Rock rapper 2 Millie, born Terrence Ferguson. He said that we are really running the dorms by ourselves. I've never seen anything like this. He said, adding that he's taken on the role of answering phones. They were...
Bro, they were whole ass working.
You guys. And then they said the Department of Corrections failed to comment on Rikers being unguarded, but a spokesperson acknowledged that the prison staff shortages, which are supposedly normal, stem from officers who are exempt from working with detainees and cops who have been calling in sick and failing to show up amid the pandemic.
Well, speaking of people who are in jail, Benjamin Eugene Daly, we covered this, Dagley rather. We covered this very briefly last week, and David, try to make sure we have the clip. Last week, did y'all see the clip of the MSNBC reporter, the black man who was covering the hurricane footage, and this white man jumped out of his car and rolled up on him, out of his truck and rolled up on him and started yelling at him and confronted him, got in his face. Well, he was arrested. U.S. Marshals arrested Ohio man accused of assaulting an MSNBC TV reporter live. And this is obviously being reported by MSNBC. Yeah, if we have those clips, let's take a look at those clips because it is right here on your screen now. This is what we're dealing with in terms of conspiracy theories and how they intersect with race. Let's take a look at it.
Let's get to Shaquille Brewster, and I believe Shaq's in Mississippi. Shaq, what part of Mississippi are you in, and what are you seeing?
Gulfport. We're in Gulfport, Mississippi, Craig, and I'll tell you the biggest sign, the biggest indicator that I saw this morning about the force of the storm last night is that the mail delivery has returned. We saw
the pickup truck in the back
delivering mail this morning. Just a couple of minutes ago, people were walking their dogs. They're back on the beach right now, and that's the sense that you're getting that the rain has stopped. The wind is still going there. I think we even have a random person going around. I'm going to turn this way because, we deal with some people every once in a while. But, one thing that we are noticing is that the mayor said the curfew is still in effect. The curfew is going to be going on for at least until a period of time in which they can go ahead and survey all the damage. They did get some reports of some down power lines, of some trees that have fallen, or at least limbs that have fallen. So they're going to go ahead and do that survey to make sure that they're okay. Craig, I'm going to toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Hey.
Wow.
we're going to check in with Shaq Brewster just to make sure all is well. There's a lot of crazy out there, a lot of crazy. And Bill Cairns, thank you as well. Again, we'll make sure Shaq's okay. I do want to note here for a moment, you probably saw or heard a few moments ago, one of our correspondents was disrupted by some wacky guy during his live shot there in Mississippi. Please report that Shaquille Brewster is doing just fine. Shaq is okay.
Y'all.
So,
wow.
Sorry, that's crazy.
That's why.
It's funny though. In the beginning, when he's running up on him, he pulls up like, "Skirt, you don't tell the truth." Like he gave that. We saw that in real time. I know we joke about the people that do that, but we saw that in real time. Those people will pull up in the pickup truck, get upset on how the news is being reported. I went down the timeline when this first came out, and I wanted to see everybody's and this was on Twitter, and I wanted to see what everybody was thinking. And on Twitter, there were some people who actually were saying, I mean, he was doing what needed to be done because people were misreporting what was happening, saying that it was worse than what it was. And this man understood the assignment.
Rebecca, what kind of crowd you run in on Twitter that you ran into that? Because God,
when I see these posts, I always like to click on the thread or whatever, and I'll go down the messaging. The people that I follow would never post those kind of comments.
I didn't think you would.
But when I looked at this handsome black man, and I watched him being attacked by this old, dirty hands,
because he looked like he a good 6'2",
white supremacist. He gives me like 5'9", but white supremacist man walking up into his face, and I got so upset. Because if you don't get away from his beautiful face while he is doing the news,
He grabbed him.
He literally like went on him. But here's the thing: Shaq was like, he wanted like, get them cameras off, bro. Get them cameras off. The cameras is off. It's like he wanted to square up with him right there. I don't know what happened after the cameras stopped running, but thank God the cameras stopped running. We ain't got that because he probably dealt with him accordingly or not. Right. You know, and either way, we know that there's yeah. Brewster. Okay. So
y'all better check on that white man.
He's like, well, now we're going to go ahead and go and yes, take it back to you in the studio. All right. Hey, you got the cameras off? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What's up? Now, what's up? Now the cameras ain't on now, bro. Ain't nobody here but me. Right here.
Yeah, I tell you what, listen, we got to cut to the after party. We're going to cut the live stream to all the public channels. And David and Dwayne obviously follow those instructions I gave you. When we get to the after party, we got a whole lot of stuff. We got some stuff to tell y'all in the after party, not only about this clip, but about a whole lot more that's coming up real soon.
I don't got no secrets today, so I can't wait to hear what y'all got to pour. Can't wait.
That said, Oh, Lord. Let's run it. Run G2. G1 or G2, whatever you got. Let's run it.
New tonight, police issue an arrest warrant for an Ohio man accused of attacking a reporter. Officers say this guy, Benjamin Dagley of Worcester, is accused of hitting a reporter live on air Monday morning in Gulfport, Mississippi. According to police, Dagley is currently on probation for a previous charge in Cuyahoga County. One of the conditions of his probation was restriction in travel. Dagley accused of 2 counts of simple assault, 1 count of disturbing the peace, and 1 count of violating an emergency curfew.
Cuyahoga County is in Cleveland. So if he got a travel restriction, how is he in Gulfport, Mississippi?
He probably was harassing people there as well. And I don't know. Sounds about white.
That said, ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming individuals, patreon.com/like it or not. Become a patron today as we get ready to go to the after party. We're going to make a couple of announcements in the after party that you and the public are not going to be privy to unless you become a patron first. Is that a hustle? I don't know. You decide. Patreon.com/like it or not. We got so much more to share with y'all. More shenanigans, more news, but go become a patron to get access to it. Rebecca, James, y'all get the last word. What y'all got?
Last word for the people who are watching now. Yeah, it is a hustle. We're trying to make money out here, but we got season 2 coming up. So become a patron today so that you guys can find out firsthand before everybody else in the streets. I love you guys so much.
What season 2 about to be like? Ooh,
it's going to be, listen. Y'all don't want to miss it. So, I love you guys so much. I missed you guys yesterday. So for people in this part of the show, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
And as always, if you're not here with us after 10 o'clock, go to the Pascal Show. If you're not a patron, we definitely want to keep supporting our brother, the Pascal Show on YouTube. That said, y'all go become a patron. Patreon.com.
They said put some Funkadelic back on, Bubba.
James. Take us to the after party with some Funkadelic or whatever you had lined up. And we'll see everyone else tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be gone. Y'all, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all again for tuning in with us. We will see y'all in the after party. Make sure y'all stay tuned. If you're here, man, make sure you stay tuned. Everybody start up next.
I'm gonna miss you, for me there ain't no other. But you just couldn't be bothered. You never knew what love is about. It gets me 'cause there ain't no doubt. There is something about you. Thought I was nothing without you. You made me beg and you made me crawl. You played me and you made me fall for you. It's sad but true. You're no good, still I'm loving you. But I made up my mind. I'm gonna pack my bags up, walk out the door. I won't be back. You see me no. You better leave me alone.
All right, y'all, make sure that y'all stay tuned. After party is started next minute. If you have not already, Patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it.